wow, what a game we just witnessed there. Clutches from both sides, and you genuinely couldn't have asked for a better way to start off this series. But it's EDG who will take Split. Their map pick 14-12, and now we get ready for map 2 here. Of course, Golden Boy alongside with Mimi as well as Paper Thin, and let's just jump into this because I mentioned before those crazy clutches. This game, Clinton, was just defined by the clutch. It was wild. Red Bull got their money's worth today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This was absolutely back and forth. The MasterCard doing pretty well in the Thrifties
That's
too.
True too.
This was a really good game for our sponsors, but a good game for the fans in particular. And also, the funniest thing about this whole thing, nobody had a retake. They never worked. None of the retakes worked. If you got the spike down, you won the round. That's it. That's all it took.
Yeah, and it was so defined by the late rounds. Both these teams having incredible clutch moments. It seems like whenever EDG plays, you're guaranteed to get into these moments where they get into overtime, where these players step up so much individually. And well, I think that's what pushed them over the line. To start with, I thought EDG had a really good game plan to deal with this chamber. They were constantly applying pressure to Busio, not allowing him to get value with the operator, pulling out his teleports, then slowing down these rounds and being super successful with the late round execs on their attack side in regulations and in overtime as well.
Yeah, and we see all of these clutches begin to kind of materialize one after the another, and it just goes to show you, it's like, this game, Clinton, these types of players, like nothing is a given here, right? Because you would think, oh, Kongkong's gonna pop off, but then out of nowhere, you know, you got Haodong who has a moment, or Smoggy is like looking like a superstar. Yeah. It's really, really difficult to stop this team that honestly just does what they want sometimes. Like EDG is a formidable foe, I can only imagine. And
this is what has made them so good here this year, is that it's not just Kongkong. It is a lot of other players. Nobody's having one of the best tournaments of his life right now on these initiators. He's just absolutely nuts with the Sky and the Sova and stuff. So, I mean, it's great to see that this is now a team effort. Yes, Kongkong, an absolutely unbelievable player, but beneath him, behind him, he has so much support.
And this has got to be a big sigh of relief for EDG because they've lost so many of these overtime games at global events before Tokyo. That was always the crux of EDG going out early, of not making playoffs. They get it over the line here against EG, and I think are now in a really good position for the rest of the series.
Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Of course, we have our Verizon high-speed moment of the match, or of this match. It actually happened in round 7, and we had a lot to choose from because there were a lot of clutches, there were a lot of high-speed moments, but this one in particular, I think, you know, just the fact that you had sacrificed the Jet into the peak so that this way Kongkong can get the hit onto Busio. Like, there were so many layers here, Mimi. This is exactly what Paper Thin was talking about. This team, man, they are unreal.
The coordination between these guys is incredible. In particular with this double duelist composition. I think the way that Kongkong and Smoggy path into sites together on the attacking side is so good. They're always aware of who's looking where and are set up once they're landing from flying in the air to be able to trade each other out and punish side anchors. It's really difficult to do, and EDG achieves it so consistently.
Yeah, and once EDG, it's like once they make the call to do something, everybody's on board and everybody is going all in. It's like, you know, they get a kill in mid one round and all of a sudden it's just everybody's just firing into that lane and just trying to take things over, and they wipe out 3 players in a heartbeat.
Credit to Haodong, the IGL of this team, for having the ability to call these really fast reactions and to have built up a team that can always follow up those ideas in the mid round, which again, even the best teams struggle with that sometimes.
Well, let's hear what Coach Potter had to say ahead of map 2 regarding that loss on map 1.
I'm now joined by Coach Potter ahead of map 2. Now, Potter, the comp that you ran, a little bit of vintage EG there pulling out. We saw Crew do it as well, and it wasn't super successful. So do you feel like it was a comp issue on Split, or is there anything else that could be fixed ahead of map 2?
Definitely a little bit of both. Definitely a little bit of both. We've got Max on Astra, and so that double dive, that sort of pressure that we're used to applying on Split was lacking a little bit. And plus with the slow start that we had, it just made us a little too stale. Going into map 2, it's Ascent. It's the mid-round map king. Everyone is going to be mobile. Everyone's going to be looking for fights. And that's exactly what we need to kind of warm up back into the series.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone that can get back into this, it is you, Potter. So good luck, and I look forward to seeing it.
Basically echoing what we had all kind of assumed as well, right? There was multiple things kind of at play there, Mimi, but, you know, it was an incredible slow start. Like, that is just not something you see all the time from Evil Geniuses, and on top of that, too, it kind of had shades of what happened with DRX, and that's literally what Termi said, need to warm up, right?
There's always the risk when you try a new comp that you'll have a slow start like that, but it is EG's opportunity to come back. We're in the Prime Gaming Agent select for Ascent, and Clinton, unsurprisingly, it's default comp versus default default comp. This is really going to be a map about the fundamentals, the mid-rounding that Potter's talking about.
Exactly. You know, there were slight compositional differences, unexpected ones maybe on Split, but here, what we all kind of were looking forward to get to see, you know, Kong versus Demon 1 here on the Jet. Everybody kind of squaring off in their individual roles, trying to make this work, and it's going to be really interesting. I mean, yeah, EDG on Ascent last time they beat Giants. It was a really strong performance from nobody, and Chichu in particular. You know, Chichu doing a phenomenal job on that Killjoy, locking sights down. Nobody was just nuts on that Sova, just in his fragging power. He didn't even have a ton of assists.
Yeah, and we didn't get the head-to-head in map number 1, but I think no one would not be excited to see Kong versus Demon 1, the two breakout stars of Tokyo, in the upper bracket here at Champions, facing off on their star agents.
I couldn't agree more. We have the aces now in their roles, ready to rock. And this is map 2. Does EG have it in them to force a map 3? Only one way to find out. Let's send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc for the call.
Thank you, analyst. Lovely to even hear from Potter there as well prior to getting back into this. Map 1, probably one of the most world-class maps we've seen so far. A fantastic battle, but map 2 is a little bit of a different affair. As noted, a bit more mid-roundy, a little bit more, I don't know, maybe calm in the chaos, not sure. How do you feel coming into
and
this?
a return to normality.
Sure,
We get the head-to-head now of Demon 1 and Kang on Ascent.
What a tantalizing prospect.
A map that can live and die by the Jet performance as well. We know
Absolutely.
EG have some really, really good ideas, particularly on the defense, to set Demon 1 in motion. Again, looking for the same things we saw on Split. EDG demonstrating a very solid grasp, reading the map correctly, because it's going to be so key to their success here to kick things off.
Diving into this, EDG on the attack and EG on the defending side. Yes, trailing one map, but that was a damn close affair. Okay, Com. Couldn't see a thing, but
Spidey
still gets...
sense,
Yeah, tingling on that one. Down to 50 for Smoggy here. There's mid-creep, though. The timing on this could be massive. Kang going to get posted into the corner. Just for a second. Not being given much play, and Com seems to be considerate. Spots a player, but nobody had drifted so far out.
Here.
And now look at this catch on the rotation. They had no idea that he is divided between them. Demon 1 trying to backfill the space, but this is brutal. This is going to be Boostio on a platter, potentially. But they're going back towards middle. Giacomo's going to have a chance at this. Wait, hold on. The timing on this could be everything. And actually, the paranoia
is beautiful.
Unbelievably well crafted. EDG. Playing like they have full awareness in this, and Chichu waiting. Watch this pistol back. It is just the most perfect round. Demon 1 can do damage, yes, but 6 HP is... Oh my good God, Chichu! They saw everything, Mike.
I didn't even know you could wallbang that with a ghost.
Same.
Finds the kill onto a 6 HP Demon 1.
What
to
on
convert
earth?
what is a beautifully constructed pistol round.
It felt...
I mean, I said this 10 times on Split, Lauren, sorry.
No, you're
Half
fine.
a second, either way, Com spots out the drift up mid.
But we talk about, you know, even Potter saying it, this map is about that mid-rounding kind of punishing rotations, getting into these positions, you know, causing that discomfort. Look at that. I mean, you could run this back and watch every single moment in it. EDG were manipulating this round like masters. Fantastic start here. EG going to be put back on notice. There is no easy round. There is no start to this. And EG were notorious during Tokyo for converting all those pistols. They had so much of a backing from that. Here, it's a totally...
The bonus conversion as well.
Absolutely. What a totally stark contrast coming here into map 2.
Kang on a solo mission here. Scope in hand. EG stacked up
4
on a
victims.
site.
5, maybe. Anyone else, I'd say maybe is at a disadvantage, but it is the one and only. Can be a shotgun, can be a sniper, can be a whole lot of things in this man's hands. But they are coming this way.
Yeah, they've felt nothing elsewhere on the map, so feeling as if they're going to have a little bit of freedom to split A. Com been holding this dart for an eternity.
And they're going to go in. First contact, maybe Giacomo here. Paranoia gets sent. That's going to be an isolation of one and a punish off the back. Kang goes down, but now the rest are going to be on red alert. Howdon can only do so much. Overwhelmed. And now EG trying to brawl this out on the side, but overwhelmed with weaponry. This should still be EDG's round.
Where's the Bulldog, though? Smoggy's got a scope in hand right now.
Oh, okay. Didn't get it, I don't think. Good damage.
And it was lightly invested on the side of EDG. We did see pistols coming into it, so going to protect the round 2 purchase regardless. I mean, yeah, everybody sat comfortably anyway.
Yeah.
A Guardian and a Vandal to work with the Sheriff in the hands of Haldong. I mean, seeing what happened last map.
I don't think I can forget
Still packs a punch. EG certainly with the advantage here.
Let's see now with rifles how this looks. Demon 1 playing towards Cat. Nobody creeping up very early here. Chichu as well. Kang. The right place. Feels as though there might be someone on the other side, maybe expecting.
Chichu come forward, removing the alarm bot though, should pull a rotation or force an adjustment here. Demon 1 though, on the back of that, we'll find Kung. He's found a second. What is that headshot?
It doesn't even seem right, it doesn't seem fair, but nobody gonna correct course. Control towards Catwalk. Bear in mind, they still have wine control, they still have good map presence. Yes, a little blind over towards B, but they still have the utility there as well. So the question mark remains, short or middle? And as we can see, EDG drifting up towards mid. No active contact towards B either. You can get deep towards this site.
The problem is, Com could be isolated here because the turret facing towards main, EDG can slip behind it.
Yep, don't need.
Well, this might actually bait Boostio into a peak, potentially pressuring the smoke.
I think they're away. Yeah, now they absolutely know there's more danger here than expected. You can see the backline being pressured. Boostio tried to consider it, but nobody. Hunting him down, clears him through. Oh, Boostio. Okay, nice shot towards Haldong. But bear in mind, this was a lighter buy. This wasn't everything. A little bit of stall on the side, going to force an uncomfortable plant. Boostio looking to try and punish that, and he does with the follow-up. Spike goes down, yes, and a costly round. Sure, EG do make it out of the woods.
Nobody even finding the kill onto Com there. With the drive-by, just running it down into Boathouse. But the crucial kill being Boostio onto Haldong to remove that second threat.
Stop.
This headshot.
Nailed.
All right.
Random bullet spread.
Yeah.
One enemy
Feels
remaining.
good once in a
It's a
while.
bloom moment.
Where did that
But
guy go?
a confident start there for Demon 1 as well. That's what you want to be seeing. Him getting activated
Yeah, I mean,
early.
you get him off the Astra, you want to see him have a few heat-up rounds like this early on Ascent for sure.
Because you know that Kang's coming in hot. You've already had him having a great showing here. Smoggy having a big performance too. First challenger, Jorgmo, careful, punished. Big work from Haldong there, willing to be brave enough to take the fight. Jorgmo's gone. And now A is looking more vulnerable. This was more of a spread as well. It wasn't fully committed from EDG towards the side of the map.
We talk about it being a
Boostio.
Boostio.
What are you up
Curious on this.
Okay. I didn't want to see him play ahead of that utility.
No. Even there, no real need to confirm presence if the turret is still up.
They're trying to clear middle though for EG. Yes, A main could be an issue, but they're still wondering if there's more to this, and there certainly is. It is that B hit. EDG will have to reveal to the turret, sure. But we know it's just one man. It is going to be just Boostio. Yes, the stall is there. Kang can disrespect that. Damage gets done. Hold on, catching Haldong. That's big. Just a shot in the dark and it's rewarded. Slowed down for a second and the site will be EDG's. Plant should be coming in. 4 players in response. Nobody having his ult as well. Going to try and punish CT as he does. Catches out Boostio and forces EG further back.
Good info as well. At least if somebody wanted to get a little more aggressive, you can see Chichu positioned up on lane, but he's going to commit to this spot. They have the alarm bot to play contact off here. That cloudburst covering it.
Yep. Couldn't quite punish off it, but certainly noting the timing. Smoggy is barely breathing, but it doesn't matter when the back line is that damn good. EDG, large and in charge here. Full control. EG not having a say in that retake.
And actually the setup is the recon off the alarm bot. Beautifully timed from EDG. And again, the punish here on Jorgmo.
Nowhere to run.
To kick things off. Yeah, I heard it too, don't worry.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, really tough
Yeah.
post plan for EG to chip away at.
Okay, ult progress-wise, you just heard it. That's going to be invested from Demon One, and I think that they might be aware of that.
They might be aware that there's a chance he'll get aggressive. 3 people holding the gen updraft.
It's a lot of respect to one man, rightly
Yes.
so. And EDG fully prepared for this. That's an active angle for, yeah, near on there for Ethan. That's a little bit of information to be rewarded.
As I say, it did. The knife actually catch Demon One, and it did. His suppressor noted now at EDG, again, repeating the same sort of success we saw on Split, which is winning the early information game in a lot of these rounds.
Now, Ethan should get info of that and does. Lovely.
Well,
good timing
there's your
on that
response
too.
in terms of the info game.
Again, when people look at Ethan, I still say, yes, numerically not always going to be the standout, but what he does in a round.
Value and impact, yeah.
Massively so.
Undeniable.
Now, with no further pressure towards A main, do they start considering this? The Aldrone seems as though that's the case. Sees nothing, though.
So the assumption is just Chichu here.
30 seconds
It
left.
hasn't forced a third member of EG. Smoke should be a slight confirmation of that.
Really should be. And now you're getting the util coming through. Nobody has punished Ethan, though, on the other side of the map, so going to keep the two busy here. Boostio's in danger. When does he go? When does he leave? Demon One does catch nobody, but it's EDG taking towards the site, and Com has not had the hottest start.
10 seconds.
And he still doesn't. 10 seconds for the plant. Should be secure. Should be safe. I don't think they can deny it now. You can see Demon One trying to look for it. Doesn't catch a pixel out of place. And Can waiting in a dirty little angle here, and look at all the util slowing down. Demon One goes in, spots him, he knows he's here. He's trying to hunt him, and he does! But Chichu claimed Jorgamo. It's all on Demon One. 4 knives, 3 targets. Oh, the opportunity fades. Demon One now staring down the barrel as EDG continue on their path.
Extending the lead to 3 rounds. EG going to struggle to purchase back into this. Should just maybe be a sting or a sheriff here and there. Lockdown not really feasible in a round like this. EDG, meanwhile, this ult cycle will begin to swell, actually.
Yes.
They're going to come back into the buy round in the next, potentially, with the null command, the lockdown, and the Blade Storm, which is already in hand for Kangkang. EG in a very, very good position now, bigger picture-wise.
Aldon still clearing through, very aware that Jorgamo has been toying with the idea of keeping that presence towards Wine, but exploration on the other side. Quick clear on the turret, going to call back Chichu to attention. It's not just Boostio. Demon One is here. Guardian too. Suits him, and you can see why. Excellent shot, and now the pressure on the other side of the map. They've taken it. A site is EDG's. Plant should be coming through. I don't think nobody's going to get pressured too much, no. So again, this should be a comfy plant here. Now the lockdown could get played in.
They're going to go for it. They're actually committed to the lockdown here. I mean, there's no lurk on short, so this will force EDG into a position where they have to get aggressive or retreat.
Doors down. Ethan, hold on, yeah, Kang, hold on, the timing, they're going to get detained, 3 players, Jorgamo, he's hunting them, Demon One's there, Haldon has to try and defend his team, and now look at them, stand and deliver, nobody's down, and EG against all odds, running it through.
A total miscalculation, and EG capitalize to find themselves a MasterCard thrifty.
Watch this back.
I mean, initially it looks okay. EDG find 2 kills, but
Thinking, all right.
But then it's like, I mean, they have to base as close to clean up as possible here. And Haldon, he's just overwhelmed.
I mean, it was a 1v4 basically. That, you know what I mean? He's literally got 4 players running at him. Back on the buy here. TP on for Jorgamo, but a couple of ults as well on the other side. Chichu's got his lockdown as well.
And actually flipping that, I was talking about bigger picture, how potentially we would have been looking at 5-1 here with healthy ultimates for EDG, but we saw the null command come out. Blade Storm invested.
Massive swing round here, potentially evening this up a little, taking away some of that lead that EDG was starting to gather. And now with the operator on, you can see the awareness from EDG. Maybe trying to note that triple swing. Wanted to be extra sure. A little bit of a deeper angle for Demon One. And maybe a test.
You should run.
Lockdown's there. How long does he wait? How long does he stay? Do they keep this in mind? 6 more seconds?
Yeah.
No, he's going to fall off this. Smart choice. We'll have to take away a A little bit of that space that he'd controlled. But Boostio, not dissuaded, has an opportunity. There was a chance. Look at the reveal. Information's now being poured through. Jorgamo is just in his own smoke. Kankang's there. Demon 1 whips his wrist around, takes out Kankang, and now it's down to 2. Make it 1. What is this wipeout from EG?
Show me that kill from Demon 1's POV.
Please,
That
what
looks
was that?
ridiculous. And the blink of an eye, again, off the back of a Thrifty. EG's swing this half back in their favor. Oh, you don't even see the animation complete. That is disgusting.
Let's go! Let's go! Huh. Wonder what she said then.
Like I said, she can take the fine for the try-cast.
True,
It's
true,
fine.
true. EDG feeling as though there's a little bit of momentum now with Evil Geniuses. They're starting to warm up a little bit here. So I thought, okay, let's take that away. Let's take that wind out of their sails. Let's kind of bring this back down and readdress what we're seeing.
And the key component being when she let Demon 1 off the leash a little bit, get him off the Astra, let him run rampant in a few of these rounds. It's a much closer affair here. Obviously, Pistol round 2 aside, EG have had some good answers here coming back in. And like I said, that Thrifty being so pivotal before EDG are able to establish another lead. Similar to what we saw, what was split 6-0, so
something
5-1.
Yeah.
You're in a very similar situation. Nonetheless, controlled for the time being, still within 1 round.
Yep.
Only the TP for Haldong available for EDG now. No Command and Jorgamo on the other side of things, but Demon 1 and Com
Ooh.
pretty close.
Flash and a peek from short.
Nobody on the other side of tiles for this.
It gives Demon 1 the angle. And how far does he explore? Yeah.
Well, you know he loves to push up behind these sort of plays, and nobody, none the wiser.
And we were complimenting how well EDG were activating their players, right? Playing in a couple from that first map. Nice to see EG showing a little bit of that here themselves. Drillmo on the crouch jump peak, just trying to keep check on anyone. Kankang has already drifted over towards Wineside. So Drillmo's got to be careful here. Chichu has punished Demon 1. That's on the other side of the map. This could be a red herring, but now they're already investing in towards the site. Com, what on earth? Kankang drifting right into his sights. And now the site's not so safe. Haldong's gone down and Com is just spraying for his life.
There's the spacing here. Smoggy was just sat inside the smoke. Nobody following up on Kankang.
Oh, Com's position should be rewarded unless timing is on his side. It is. Chichu, limited options, yes, but punished there. And the high-low setup, going to be hard for Smoggy. Now he knows what he's in for. And he'll fancy his chances.
We'll probably just try and hold on to this rifle here. I mean, it's Haldong and Chichu that are struggling financially behind this. We talked about at the start of the map. The beginning here is one of those examples, some of the set pieces that are so well drilled from EG.
Yeah.
To create opportunities on the defense of Ascent. And even here, Com's decision making as well, to swing through here, to try and bail out the player on site still that's under a ton of pressure. Unfortunately, didn't see the follow-up from EDG. That will tie things up 4 apiece. Even the timing here, Chichu's kill, like you said, could be a red herring, but I think immediately after he finds the kill, Ethan's knife lands in main, and it only tags Chichu.
So you're like, oh.
So, yeah, I think even there, it's like, yeah, Ethan immediately starts rotating away.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, of course, Chichu, have fun with that. I'm off to away.
I'll see you in another couple of seconds, maybe up short. I don't know. Com, get ready. Yeah, it's the information game now starting to drift a little bit better into EG's hands. And the ult cycle, we were talking about it coming online for EDG, but right now, Evil Geniuses are 1 away from having the full hand.
That was only 3 rounds ago, by the way.
Just, yeah. Oh, look at this! Com catching him! That's nobody! Kankang dashes away. That could have been even worse. Another little set piece.
Yeah.
Another one.
Back-to-back examples. The flash over the top, so they can't deal with the recon bolt. Guaranteed value there from the Hunter's Fury.
Demon 1's been here the whole time.
He's going to be rewarded.
Chichu did best him before. Oh dear,
Spotted.
time to run, time to run! You can see him scarper away. He isn't alone, he's got Boostio as well. Still got the full setup of utility. Wait. Bloody hell.
That didn't hit, did it?
I'm not gonna
Smoggy's a
say yes.
53 HP.
I'm not gonna say yes yet. I don't know, and I'm getting nervous.
Production,
oh my
please.
god, Demon 1's down 119. Look at this drift up middle. Kang again! He gets punished this time, but he does so much damage as Boostio is now on a... He's going back in for more! The flash of God tier flash comes in! Ethan might have just sent one of the best flashes I've seen in a minute right there.
That's just ridiculous. And it's a split-second decision.
It's called on the fly.
When he's inside the smoke.
And this is the start of things. Bloody hell, there was nowhere to go for
I want to
nobody.
know if Smoggy gets shot.
Look at this.
Enemy remaining.
Game-changing moment there. Wow. Jump scare.
Jump
for
scares,
Ethan,
yeah. Sorry, you did the hard work, Ethan.
I'm so nervous, and look at this presence in middle. That's 3 players here. Boostio, he's dead. Overwhelmed. Kang with a chance down. Demon 1 barely saw a pixel. Support from Short coming in as well. Ethan got to be careful to not overdo this one. Demon 1 is in a little bit of a scenario here, a little bit of a pinch coming in. Back towards B main, but Demon 1 getting curious, and they are just on the other side. Com is only good for 1 here. They've got access towards the site. B is looking good. Slow down a little, but TP taken. EDG should get a plant. But Mike, look at the HP.
Smoggy tries to make something work.
Planted.
Nobody on 11 HP. Howdong still healthy, but no utility, no paranoia to play with 20 seconds away from a smoke in a 2v3 now.
This is not Howdong. As much as nobody can try, even with his ult, it is very difficult with 11 HP. Trying to toy with their minds here. And EG do need to get a move on. Clearing as they go. Paranoia sent, nobody overwhelmed, and EG clear the site. No threats, no problems. And now a defuse going to be coming in. An operator back with Demon 1. EG starting to take more of a lead now.
Starting to stretch their legs a little bit. Nice pace change coming out here. I mean, to find the open onto Boostio.
Beautiful.
But difficult with that sort of purchase to follow up on that. I mean, in terms of, sorry, the Odin and the operator being the other 2 obstacles towards B site.
Look at the money for EDG. 1 hero rifle.
3 sheriffs.
Stinger. I mean, that Hunter's Fury just burning a hole in the back pocket of nobody, but no chances! And another tag for Demon 1. Kang's down to 10. Jorgabo's so prepared for it too. Shorty ready. Gotta be careful to not get caught out here. Yeah, decides to TP away. Gets to safety. They still got Com there. That shock dart.
Oh my god.
And right place again. That's stunning. Kang's still finding so much value. And that flash was fantastic. As Ethan swings it in the end. Can Smoggy pull off a miracle here? A 1v3 is a lot to ask for. First challenger, first fight, but Demon 1 doesn't let him fight alone. Do it again in Demon 1. There we go, 7-4. They are stretching this lead. Look at that run of rounds.
Come into round 12. Kang will have an operator in hand. Ethan has just been phenomenal with his utility this half. No surprise, that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. But we've seen so many examples here.
And this is the fun thing to me. Does Kang take a fight on Demon 1? Does he try and find an aggressive fight to take? Demon 1 seems very prepared, and maybe a little bit of a fake out here. Last time around it was a swing from Cat, but they noticed him early. Demon 1 now forced away. Kang moves in. Boostio, careful now.
Nowhere to run.
Preemptive, that's ambitious. Gonna force him off. No punish.
Let's give Smoggy the null command as well. I mean, some big question marks elsewhere on the map. EG haven't gone exploring though. It's a very deep hold on A site. No utility to play off here. But EDG can't sound.
but it's a risky clear back through. Yes, you've got 50 seconds, so there's still time, but as you said, as much as EG haven't explored, EDG don't know that. So they have to be very meticulous in this clear.
Well, the knife here from Ethan. Not sure what it connects on, but nobody.
Ethan! They line up and he knocks them out. Demon One waits and strikes. He went for more. This guy's audacious, but it plays in Ethan. So now it's Chichu with 4 to find and 30 seconds to do it. Maybe he can get his body back. Maybe there's still a second. Maybe not, because they are all up for it. And Ethan with a belting round. EG coming alive here on map 2. Strong lead.
I mean, I'm convinced nobody's going to hard clear Ethan here, especially with no real pressure elsewhere. I mean, there's no active angle being held towards B main. But it just doesn't happen, and Ethan capitalizes, topping the scoreboard for EG.
What a marvelous first half for EG here, bounding back after a marathon of map 1. Let's take a second as we move forward to consider what this means and why assume. Let's hear from them themselves. Let's hear from Com.
I think especially with like the hype and also hate around our team, I think it's a pretty big, for me at least, to like get to at least playoffs, short-term goal met, and then obviously progress through the tournament and keep improving as a team. So I think those are like, right now, hit the short term, trying to get towards the long-term goal, obviously. I think it's pretty sick. I think everyone on this team deserves it. We all have gone through like the lowest of lows and the highest of highs. I mean, we've worked really hard to get here, and I think we do deserve it.
Sure, they've got the sight, they've done the damage with Viper's Pit. Now that could be the difference maker. For Maj, 56 HP, staying alive inside of it will be a real challenge. He's managed to buy himself a bit of time, but there goes the orbital strike, and there goes the Viper's Pit. Cracks left on his own, and with a Sheriff in hand, he stands no chance of taking down the Demon.
I mean, they're kind of building a storyline of us as villains, and I think it's cool. I think, again, all esports needs their villains. I think it helps out the esport in general. I let Demon One and Boosty do that because I think they can back it up easily. Like, they're insane players. I think the rest of us we're just like the middle ground. We kind of keep like on like a steady table no matter what. So I'm a little different from them, but I still support them in whatever they say or do.
And it would be underselling the possibility of a turnaround here. EDG still have a chance, Mike, but that run from EG has teed them up here perfectly. 8-4, commanding the half, but they are certainly not out of the woods just yet.
Absolutely not. EDG need to repeat the success that Evil Geniuses themselves found in the second half of Split, especially to kick things off here. Yeah, I've seen 2 examples of kind of polarizing halves across Split and Ascent so far.
Yeah.
Looks like EG might actually lean into a set piece here.
I kind of know that they...
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
Script out is almost the wrong word, but they really practice their pistols. Drilled here. And you can see where the main play is for EDG, focusing 3 players early towards A.
It's a long rotation.
It is. It's a long way off. And look at Demon One. He's on a tear. And Chichu might be on a platter. He is! Demon One picking up where he left off. This man is unrelenting in approach. And the 3, as you highlighted, a mile away.
Ethan and Brucio attacked up here. Brucio eats the first, finds the wallbang. Smoggy, he's put him down.
And with Ethan's HP being lower, it's not impossible. Okay, Demon One, okay. The crowd are calling, he's got 5 HP! Demon One might be answering! One more! Held on with the Sheriff! And Demon One prowling, spotted! He's gonna lose 1, they're letting him do it! Demon One! Answers the call from the crowd with an ace to start off the second half.
Potentially shattering the hopes of EDG to piece together some sort of claw back in at the start of this half at least. Another beautiful flash to set things in motion here.
One enemy remaining. Again, the constant unsung hero, doing well on the board, yep. But still, Ethan's work happens in those moments. And I love the way that EG literally allowed him to run for that. It was like, screw it, get in there. And have everyone straight onto the rifle too. Bulldog for Boostio on the other side, Ghosts, and that's it. 3 classics, 2 Ghosts. That's all the EDG have to hold with here.
Ethan was actually holding that flash to punish the orb. Nobody will fall.
Christ!
What is that?
Christ!
How's she got away with 20 HP as well?
I don't know. No, there's Kang apparently. 4-4 though.
How long has no clue?
Oh, Smoggy might now. Well, it's an issue. Now loses track a little, but drawing in 2 more players. EG are just masterful in approach. Look at this. They have the complete green light towards the B side. Yes, EDG kind of have to stack out. They kind of have to try and play against whatever they can in this sort of round, but they have what they need. Spike taking its time in the hands of Com here. A little worried about this if Kang keeps going. Could close in.
I'll take their sweet time here. 30 seconds on the clock as the smoke's finally deployed. Now it's becoming very difficult to find a way back in. In the blink of an eye, it's Com and Ethan to clean up. Everything invested, maintained. EG will have a fairly well-rounded opportunity here in round 3 of the second half, and Team 1, even though he fell, he's 1 away from the Blade Storm. He even gets the rifle back in hand.
This is the round.
Yeah, it's got to be.
The round.
It has to be.
If EDG have any aces up the sleeve, you bring it out this round. Otherwise, this was a flash in the pan here on this map for them. They'd rather forget it, but we move forward. We look to see what the plan is. Best foot forward for EDG. We're going to note presence. And again, yes, that rifle is there for Demon 1, but Kang again curious.
Great Boostio's got to.
Yeah, how is he here? Oh my
They're not
God.
going to clear him.
Oh, he almost made a meal of that, but still, going to punish 1. That's nobody gone down. And this then leaves question marks around the map. What's gone on here? And look who's drifting up, Cat. The timing on this could be... He's missed it. He's going to be walking top middle at this time.
But he's going to catch Jorgamo. Jorgamo's doing the same thing as last round. He's trying to plant the seed of doubt. The paranoia invested here. He TP's into short, though.
Jorgamo...
He's slipped the net.
He's insane. How is he here? Just going to pop a little smoke for them as well. Yeah, it's going to be that B piece. So then we look towards the likes of Chichu. Challenger, spotted, taken. Demon 1 put back down to the depths. And Chichu has to fall away. Doesn't want to get isolated himself. And look at the creeping death. Kang moving in. Is there a catch on a rotation here? Howdong seems curious. Seems aware. Oh dear, there's the punish on the back line. 30 seconds. Can they pivot? Can they do anything? Plants down. There's Kang. And here come the problems. Ethan has to stall out, and that would be miracle work. Upgrade found, though. Can he stall enough? Not going to win the fight. Howdong giving them the next step. Ethan, fantastic flash, punishing ahead of the pump, and expects the swing here. Kang closing in. Fantastic work for him. The fuse coming through. It's costly, it ain't pretty, but it's a round on the board and one they needed.
Absolutely did. Jorgamo actually relying on his own conditioning from the previous round. That TP, the left Smoggy guessing in round 14, now capitalizes it, slips into the back lines to catch that rotation and do further damage
Yeah.
to EDG's economy. Said good recovery from EDG regardless. There's a real chance that this can spiral out of control if potentially Jorgamo finds further damage, holds them up in rotation. Still 10-5. Bit of a financial reset with the reinvestment here, but Chichu down on the Bulldog. And Demon 1, as you can see, operator in hand now.
Looking to clear the utility. Done so subtly, not revealing the operator in play. But it may not be the be-all and end-all. Look on the other side, map 2. We've got EG. I wonder if they toy with the expectation here. We know that Jorgmo has been testing the waters consistently. What do they read into this now?
I have the spike.
Don't mind the CNA split coming through. Again, a very, very deep hold on A. Concern being Smoggy. Pretty short. We're going to see on the minimap, but he's in hell jump spot in main. But the focal point will be towards Haldong here.
The switch-up's curious too. Boostio on the operator, giving Demon One the rifle. Jorgmo going to be noted, but I think it's just Jorgmo. That tells them nothing.
Because of the last few rounds as well, with Jorgmo being the one here to sell the fake.
But the counter, I guess you could say, is that Chichu is this dedicated towards B main. So they're willing to risk Kang's rotation. The timing is now everything. Down to 20 seconds here. The stall signed him out. Smoggy now under scrutiny. He's fallen. Boostio connects. The spray not good enough. Haldong next in line. Next to fall. EG 3 in a row. The sight is surely theirs.
Boostio, I've been watching Paper X VODs. Just bunny hopping around. Nobody can kill him. And it amounts to 3 kills in favor of Evil Geniuses. Nobody in Chichu now. A 2v5.
That's a lot. That is so much to ask. And look at these post plants as well. Really difficult to try and clear out. And no one giving him anything. Boostio holding. Oh, and EG making it to 11. EDG struggling to match them step for step here.
Enemies close. Eyes up.
It's just beautiful. Like I said, initially Jorgmo following up on his own conditioning that he's set in place. I think this is another example. That's why they're almost not expecting a swing out here from a third member. Because they see the drone come through.
Yep.
They obviously tag one on the knife as well. It's just, it's so well crafted by Evil Geniuses.
EDG feeling the strain now. 11 rounds against them. And the streak that EG went on barely being corrupted here. It was 1 round back for EDG. Not really learning too much from that either, so I'm curious what they do with the rest of the buys. The money isn't going to be pretty. The ults, yes, on the cusp for a few. Kang's the one to look out for. He can kind of suffer through, I guess, maybe go for a hero rifle, but we're going to need a hero round from him. It's not like he's been absent, but he's certainly not been as impactful. You look on the other side, Demon 1, 18 kills, Ethan, 18. Yeah, Boostio up on 10. Chichu, 11. Kang 11 for himself. So certainly not a headline performance from him being handled here. And stuck on 5. EG could be making 12 in this round.
He should be, considering what the purchase will look like for EDG here.
Okay. Evening out the money. What, we got 2 rifles.
Yeah, it's
Sheriff.
got Kang and Smoggy have to go huge here. Actually,
down to the stinger.
Yeah, last second adjustment here. I mean, he finds a kill, Bladestorm.
Yeah.
Anything's possible with that man.
Yeah. A little surprised that he didn't opt for it. And Smoggy deciding against the full-on rifle, going for the Guardian instead. So going to try and suffer through this. And EG need to kind of, I guess, get an understanding of what this round may entail. Could be a stack, could have aggression. You want to try and be very, very meticulous in this. There is a chance that EDG would try something. They're going to be on the line to buy.
Revealing
right
area.
now. You can see that pressure starting off towards A. Anti-flash initially on the orb, forced away as that connected.
G2 on the other side. Will retreat. Knife invested behind it won't tag anything, but I mean, if you look at the minimap, very concerning if EG decide to follow through with this B main pressure. So still sending out probes to figure out what's going on outside A, potentially maybe to dig out Jorgmo again.
But he is such an overwhelm with weaponry. As much as it may be dangerous, again, you can see this kind of like potential pop here coming in. With Ethan 1 off the ult, staring at the orb. I mean, as soon as this goes, it could be huge for them. There it is. Utility now irrelevant. EDG just have to try and stand and deliver with a lot less. Demon 1 first on in. They try and clear through. Looks for the next target. Oh, it's gorgeous! Demon 1! This guy is something else. Can you answer it again? Being commanded. Oh my word! What a monster! As Smoggy rings out the dinner bell, and it ain't an ace, but it will be the 12th. As EG on the verge of picking up map 2.
It's just so beautiful to watch him in rounds like that. I mean, the control is just second to none.
He's
Sure, I don't even want to talk about pistols on the other side. This is beautiful.
There's, at this level of play, to be that much above others mechanically is truly a treat to watch. There's very few players who can do it. Yes, that round was certainly not a full investment, but again, you can enjoy that sort of level of mechanical capability. A treat. But there's a buy. EDG, a final chance on this map to do what they haven't done before. And an early Hunter's Fury sent into the dark by Com. No connection here. Oh, tell a lie, I think well, Chichu just got a whole lot of damage there. And Kankan gonna be noted.
I think that is a tag.
Yeah, the last one, I think.
It's on the light shield. Regardless, going to be maybe leaning towards a retake here, built around the lockdown. EG still cautious in approach. First time I've really seen them drift back at this point in the round. Towards A for a while, other than the follow-up on Jorgamo's pressure previously.
I'm trying to outweigh the knife here. I know it's come back through.
Problem being, I mean, Chichu's in a position where he can get tagged by Ethan. On the knife, sorry.
Yeah, there it is, the timing. Ooh. Wow.
Do they rotate off it?
I'm looking for... I mean, you could say Kankang's moved further away, but they're feeling this out. 28 seconds, they're going to start investing that last bit of utility. Outdrone's there, and here comes the burst. Oh, and it's dangerous! Boostio at the helm, takes out Smoggy. There's still 2 players to find, though. Chichu alive towards Cat. Lockdown going to be put in. Putting the pressure back on EG here, even with the 5 alive. Jorgamo. Jorgamo's up in heaven. Kankang's found one, yes. Oh, it's messy, but it's controlled. Nobody on the swing. Back down to the 3v3. Still a chance here. Notch forced them away. Can they try and defend this? Do they have anything to hold on to this? A late presence through Cat, but Boostio doing numbers right now. A lockdown of his own. That could be it. That could be it. Diffuse started, taken away by Com, and now just Kankang. He can try as he might, and as much as EG may paint themselves the villains, right now they are the best chance as North American heroes.
A stark contrast to how Split ended. EG never let their foot off the gas on Ascent here and just smother EDG. Winning out massively in terms of opening engagements, but it didn't even really come down to that. You can look at some of the utility synergies. It was close to flawless from EG.